Have you ever noticed how cleaning your home can leave you feeling drained, sore, and overwhelmed? What if I told you there's a hidden truth? Cleaning doesn't have to harm your health, and it can even become easier and more enjoyable as you age. And what if the very chores that once felt like a burden could actually turn into small steps that bring comfort and peace each day? In this video, we'll uncover 10 clever, energy-saving tricks for cleaning for seniors that lighten the load, protect your body, and help you maintain a safe, welcoming home. These strategies, from the quick 2-minute tidy to using smart tools that handle the toughest jobs, are designed to save your back, your time, and your energy. Stay with me until the end, because these simple yet powerful changes could completely transform the way you clean, giving you more ease and joy in daily life. Before we begin, I'd truly appreciate your support. Please like this video to help spread these important lessons, and if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss future tips. Leave me a quick comment. Number 1 if you enjoy it. Number 0 if you'd like me to improve. Your feedback means a lot. Now let's get started with trick number 1, the 2-minute tidy. Small steps, big impact. This simple habit proves that consistent, tiny actions can keep your space fresh and organized without leaving you exhausted. Let me share a story. I once knew a remarkable woman named Helen, a 78-year-old retiree who lived alone in a cozy home with a sunroom she adored. It was her sanctuary, a bright and airy place where she sipped morning tea and watched the world go by. But there was a problem. Her beloved sunroom was always cluttered. Old newspapers, coffee mugs, and little odds and ends seemed to multiply overnight. Helen's way of cleaning was to wait until the mess was unbearable. Then she would spend entire afternoons tackling the chaos, leaving herself exhausted and drained. The joy of her sunroom faded under the weight of the work. That changed when she discovered the 2-minute tidy. The idea was simple but powerful. Each time she entered the sunroom, she spent just 2 minutes tidying. She might fluff a pillow, gather newspapers for recycling, wipe a smudge from the glass table, or put a book back on its shelf. At first, she doubted it. Could such a small effort matter? Within days, the difference was undeniable. Her sunroom became an inviting, peaceful space once again. The beauty of the 2-minute tidy lies in its simplicity. No heavy lifting, no long hours of bending or scrubbing, no mental battle with a daunting chore. Just small, effortless actions that add up to real change. The beauty of this approach lies in its simplicity. Instead of waiting for clutter to pile up, it focuses on tiny, manageable bursts of action that keep your space light, airy, and welcoming. For anyone who feels overwhelmed by the thought of cleaning, this method offers a gentle way to maintain order without breaking a sweat. And once you see the difference in one room, you'll naturally want to apply it throughout your home. Now, let's move to trick number 2. Long handle magic, cleaning without the strain. This practical solution is especially helpful for older adults or anyone with mobility challenges. Long-handled cleaning tools may not sound exciting, but they can transform the way you clean. Take Arthur, for example, a retired high school teacher in his late 60s. He loved keeping his home tidy, but found certain chores physically demanding. Dusting the blades of his ceiling fan meant dragging out a wobbly step stool, which felt both risky and frustrating. Sweeping under the couch or bed required awkward crouching that left his knees and back aching for days. Because of this, those tasks often got pushed aside, not from neglect, but from the physical strain they caused. That all changed when his daughter gave him a set of long-handled cleaning tools. Lightweight and adjustable, these poles came with attachments like dusters, brushes, and even a small broom head. Suddenly, Arthur could reach the tops of tall bookshelves without stretching or climbing. Arthur could now sweep under furniture without bending or getting on his knees. What once felt like a dreaded, time-consuming chore was reduced to seconds, and best of all, it was completely pain-free. The tools were lightweight, easy to maneuver, and designed with ergonomic grips that didn't strain his hands. Their versatility allowed him to clean both high and low areas effortlessly. This simple change transformed his routine. Cleaning became not only manageable, but even satisfying. If you've been avoiding certain chores because of physical discomfort, long-handled tools can be a true game changer. Your body will thank you, and you'll rediscover the joy of a clean home without the strain. If you're still watching and finding these lessons helpful, leave a comment with the number 1 below. It lets me know you're here with me, and I value your time. Now let's move to trick number 3. Microfiber everywhere, the cleaning miracle. These small, unassuming cloths are nothing short of a revolution. Unlike old rags or paper towels, microfiber is designed to trap dust, dirt, and grime with almost no effort, making it one of the most effective tools for keeping your home spotless. The tightly woven fibers create a static charge that pulls in particles like a magnet, so you can dust surfaces without scattering debris or leaving streaks behind. Whether wiping counters, polishing glass, or tackling smudges on stainless steel, microfiber gets the job done quickly and effectively, often without harsh chemicals. That makes it both eco-friendly and budget-friendly. For anyone looking to simplify cleaning while achieving sparkling results, microfiber is a must-have. When I visited my dear friend Nancy a few years ago, I was struck by her commitment to keeping her home spotless, even as household chores became more challenging with age. She had an entire kitchen drawer filled with neatly folded, worn-out t-shirts set aside for dusting. Every weekend, she would scrub her furniture with these rags, determined to chase away every speck of dust. But no matter how hard she tried, the dust always seemed to win, settling back onto surfaces just moments after she wiped them clean. It was discouraging, and I could see the fatigue in her eyes after each round of cleaning. Then one day, Nancy made a simple change that transformed everything. She swapped those old t-shirts for microfiber cloths. The difference was almost miraculous. Instead of pushing dust around, the fibers trapped it, locking it in place. She barely had to use pressure. The cloths glided effortlessly across wooden tables and glass shelves. Best of all, they worked with just a light spray of water, eliminating the need for harsh chemical cleaners that irritated her skin and lungs. The result was remarkable. Cleaning became faster, easier, and gentler on her body. Her home sparkled, and her face lit up with relief and pride. Trick number 4 is what I call the basket shuffle. Imagine walking through your home and every corner whispers of mild disarray, a pair of worn sneakers tossed by the living room sofa. A pair of reading glasses might be left on the kitchen counter beside a half-finished crossword puzzle. A beloved cardigan could be draped carelessly over a dining chair, as if it were taking a nap. Returning each item to its place one by one can feel like a marathon, especially on days when energy is low or mobility isn't what it once was. That's where the basket shuffle comes in. A wonderfully practical method I learned from my neighbor Margaret, a spirited woman with a gift for turning chores into rituals. Her secret weapon is a lightweight wicker basket she fondly calls her little helper, always tucked neatly in the corner of her living room. When clutter starts to build, Margaret doesn't sigh or put it off. She simply grabs the basket and takes a slow walk through her home, gathering every misplaced item in one sweep. The sneakers by the couch, the glasses on the counter, a scarf hanging from a doorknob, a magazine on the table, even a lone sock that escaped the laundry, all go into the basket. Once the collection is complete, she makes a single calm trip around the house, returning each item to its rightful place. No frantic back and forth, no repeated bending or stretching, just one smooth, efficient journey. Margaret swears this not only saves her energy, but turns tidying into a surprisingly satisfying little adventure. "It's like a treasure hunt in reverse," Margaret would say with a sparkle in her eyes. For anyone who feels overwhelmed by traditional cleaning, the basket shuffle is truly a game changer, restoring order with minimal effort and a touch of charm. Now, let's move on to trick number 5. Sit-down cleaning. Who says you need to stand for hours, huffing and puffing while scrubbing and sorting? This clever method comes from Tom, a retired school teacher whose ability to find joy in everyday tasks has always been inspiring. I remember visiting his cozy home one golden afternoon. There he was, seated at a sturdy oak kitchen table, soft jazz playing in the background, a steaming cup of chamomile tea warming his hands. In front of him lay a set of silverware, each piece shining as he polished it with care, the sunlight dancing on the surface. "I realized years ago," he told me with a gentle chuckle, "most cleaning doesn't need to wear you out or keep you on your feet." His philosophy of sit-down cleaning is nothing short of revolutionary, especially for those with limited energy, mobility challenges, or simply a wish to make household chores more pleasant. From dusting cherished knickknacks, to folding freshly laundered towels, to rinsing and wiping vegetables before dinner, Tom had mastered the art of cleaning from the comfort of a chair. This approach spared his back, knees, and joints, conserving energy and transforming routine tasks into something closer to a peaceful ritual. Tom's secret lies in creating a cozy cleaning station, a small table or tray within easy reach, stocked with the essentials. A soft cloth, a bottle of cleaner, a small brush, whatever the task requires. Whether he's polishing silver, wiping down picture frames, or organizing a drawer, the setup feels less like a chore and more like a moment of self-care. For those who tire easily or find standing uncomfortable, sit-down cleaning is a revelation. It proves that tidying doesn't need to be a physical struggle. Instead, it can be a peaceful, productive pause in your day, leaving both your home and your spirit refreshed. If you're still watching and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Now let's move on to trick number 6, the 5-item rule. Clutter has a way of sneaking up on you. One moment, your home feels cozy and lived in, and the next, it's buried under misplaced items that make it hard to know where to begin. For seniors, or anyone who feels daunted by the idea of tackling an entire room, the 5-item rule is a beautifully simple solution with big results. The idea is straightforward. Instead of trying to conquer everything at once, focus on just 5 small tasks. Pick up a book and place it back on its shelf. Toss a stray candy wrapper into the trash. Straighten a cushion on the couch. Fold a blanket that's slipped into a heap. Carry a coffee mug to the sink. Each step is so quick and manageable it hardly feels like work. Yet the combined effect is transformative. Every small action creates a ripple of order, making the room feel noticeably tidier and more inviting. For many older adults, this simple habit turns overwhelming paralysis into steady progress. There's no pressure to do everything at once, just 5 small wins that create a sense of accomplishment. Over time, these bite-sized tidying sessions add up, keeping your home welcoming without ever feeling like a monumental task. The 5-item rule works like a gentle nudge, encouraging you to start small and enjoy the peace that comes with a space that feels more like you. Now let's move to trick number 7, wheeled wonders. For many, cleaning can feel like an Olympic sport, especially when you're hauling heavy bottles of cleaning solutions, stacks of microfiber cloths, scrub brushes, and sponges from one room to the next. The strain of carrying all those supplies can turn a simple chore into an exhausting ordeal, draining your energy before the job is even halfway done. Thankfully, there's a brilliantly simple solution: the rolling cart. I discovered this clever idea while visiting Elsa, an 82-year-old gardening enthusiast whose passion for her vibrant flower beds is matched only by her dedication to keeping her home spotless. With her boundless energy and practical wisdom, Elsa introduced me to her secret weapon, a lightweight wheeled caddy that completely transformed her cleaning routine. Her rolling cart is a marvel of organization and efficiency. Imagine a compact, multi-tiered trolley, no heavier than a small suitcase, gliding smoothly across her hardwood floors. Inside, every shelf is neatly stocked with essentials: a bottle of eco-friendly glass cleaner for sparkling windows. Inside Elsa's cart, you'd find a fluffy feather duster for delicate surfaces, a neatly folded stack of colorful microfiber cloths, a small scrub brush for stubborn spots, and even a petite spray bottle filled with her homemade solution of water and lavender oil. With a smile, she explained that the lavender not only leaves a calming scent, but also turns cleaning into a small act of self-care. With just a gentle push, Elsa wheels her caddy from the living room to the kitchen, then down the hall to her bedroom, never straining her back or juggling an armful of supplies. This simple tool has completely changed her routine, making cleaning feel less like a burden and more like a natural part of her day. For Elsa, the rolling cart saves valuable energy, leaving her with more strength for what she truly loves, tending her roses or sipping tea on the porch. Anyone wanting to simplify their cleaning should consider a rolling cart or lightweight caddy. They come in many sizes and styles, some with compartments for organization, others with hooks for tools. Best of all, these carts are easy to find at home goods stores or online, often for as little as $20 to $50. By keeping all your supplies in one portable, easy-to-move unit, you'll cut down on strain and make cleaning feel efficient, effortless, and even a little enjoyable. Now let's move to trick number 8. Let gravity help you. There's a kind of poetic logic to cleaning that, once understood, can turn the process from a frustrating battle into a smooth, almost effortless flow. The secret is simple. Work with gravity, not against it. I first learned this from my friend George, a retired carpenter whose practical wisdom is as sharp as the tools he once used. Over coffee in his tidy workshop, he shared his golden rule: always clean from top to bottom. With a sparkle in his eye, George joked that it's like letting the dust clean itself, a phrase that stayed with me because of its truth. The top-to-bottom method is deceptively simple, yet incredibly effective. Start with the highest surfaces in a room: dusty bookshelves, ceiling fan blades, the tops of cabinets, even light fixtures. Use a microfiber cloth or an extendable duster to gently sweep away dust and cobwebs. As you go, particles naturally fall onto areas you haven't cleaned yet: countertops, tables, or chairs. That's when you move to those mid-level surfaces, wiping them down with a damp cloth or an all-purpose cleaner. Finally, finish with the floors, whether that's sweeping, vacuuming, or mopping. This method ensures you're not undoing your own hard work, which can feel like a frustrating game of chasing dust in circles. George's years as a carpenter taught him to value precision and efficiency, and this simple approach carries that same elegance into everyday cleaning. George once laughed as he recalled spending an entire afternoon re-cleaning his living room floor. He had vacuumed first, only to watch a cascade of dust fall back down after dusting the shelves above. "Never again," he said with a chuckle. Since then, every pass through a room feels lighter, more logical, and far more efficient. For those trying this technique for the first time, it helps to pause and visualize the room in layers, from ceiling to floor, and then work through each one in order. The result is a cleaner home with less effort, leaving you with both satisfaction and a strategy that feels smarter, not harder. If you're still here watching and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know you're with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Now let's move to trick number 9. One tool, many jobs. In today's world, it seems there's a specialized gadget for every little task, each one promising to make cleaning easier. But before long, you end up with a closet full of bulky, single-purpose tools that are as frustrating to store as they are to use. What if the real secret to an easier cleaning routine lies in one versatile tool that can handle multiple tasks? That's the lesson I learned from my friend Linda, a busy retiree who has mastered the art of simplifying home maintenance. Her tool of choice? A cordless stick vacuum, what she calls the Swiss Army knife of cleaning. Linda's cordless stick vacuum is a lightweight, battery-powered marvel that has become her go-to tool for nearly every surface in her home. With a quick switch of attachments, she sweeps up crumbs and pet hair from her living room carpet, glides across hardwood floors, scrubs grout lines in the bathroom, and even gently removes dust from her delicate lace curtains. The slim, cordless design eliminates the hassle of tangled wires or searching for outlets, and its compact size means it tucks neatly into a corner or closet when not in use. Linda loves how this single device has replaced half a dozen others, saving her from the physical strain of hauling out heavy upright vacuums or dragging around a clunky shop vac. What makes this approach so effective is how it simplifies both her cleaning routine and her storage space. Instead of juggling multiple appliances, a broom for the floors, a duster for the curtains, a separate cleaner for the tiles, she relies on one multifunctional tool that adapts to every task. For anyone considering a similar investment, cordless stick vacuums are widely available, from budget-friendly models around $100 to high-end versions with features like HEPA filters or self-cleaning brush rolls. Linda's advice is simple. Choose a model with multiple attachments, a crevice tool, an upholstery brush, and a motorized floor head to maximize versatility and make the most of this all-in-one solution. By consolidating your cleaning tools into one reliable device, you cut down trips to the storage closet, reduce physical strain, and make the process feel less like juggling and more like a streamlined, satisfying routine. Trick number 10, gentle timing. The thought of a massive cleaning day, a marathon scrubbing session, can feel overwhelming, often leading to procrastination until the mess becomes too much. That's where the gentle timing method comes in, a sustainable approach I learned from Harold, a retired musician with a gift for rhythm that extended beyond his beloved saxophone. Harold's philosophy is simple. Instead of letting chores build into a mountain of work, he breaks them into small, manageable bursts that blend naturally into daily life. His method is as rhythmic as the jazz he loves, timing each task to the length of a favorite song. 3 minutes of dishwashing while humming to Louis Armstrong, 4 minutes tidying papers during a ballad, or sweeping the porch to the beat of 2 upbeat swing numbers. Each chore becomes a self-contained victory, never exhausting, never overwhelming. By spreading these short sessions across the week, maybe dusting on Monday, wiping counters on Wednesday, and vacuuming on Friday, Harold keeps his home consistently welcoming without ever facing the pressure of an all-day clean. This approach is especially helpful for those who find marathon cleaning sessions physically or mentally draining. Harold shared that he developed this method after years of touring, when long hours on the road left him with little energy for household chores. By aligning tasks with music, he not only made cleaning more enjoyable, but also created a sense of flow that mirrored his creative process. If you'd like to try this technique, start with a few short tasks that can be done in 3 to 5 minutes, wiping down the sink, straightening a drawer, or dusting a shelf. A playlist of your favorite songs can set the rhythm, or you can use a timer if music isn't your style. The key is consistency. A little effort each day adds up to a clean, welcoming home without the weight of an exhausting overhaul. Harold's gentle timing method is proof that small, intentional steps can lead to lasting results, giving you more energy to enjoy the things you love most. And with that, we've covered 10 simple tricks to turn cleaning from a tiring burden into something easy, sustainable, and even pleasant. These ideas can help you keep your home light, calm, and cared for without overwhelming your day. So, which of these tips inspired you most? Maybe it's the 2-minute tidy, the comfort of sit-down cleaning, or the ease of microfiber cloths. Share your favorite in the comments. You never know who you might encourage with your insight. If you found this video valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to Healthy Aging Blueprint for more practical guidance on living strong, happy, and independent in your golden years. Wishing you good health, peace, and joy always. And remember to stay connected with us for more lessons on healthy aging.